Hey everybody, Christine Chai here. Welcome to my kitchen. Do you love Taco Tuesday? Today I'm going to show you how to make barbacoa tacos with blue corn tortillas with a twist. Let's get started. You've never seen tacos done this way before. Hang on to the end, it's going to blow your mind. In a blender, add an onion that has been coarsely chopped. Add apple cider vinegar, garlic, cumin, oregano, black pepper, salt, 2 chipotle chilies in adobo sauce, and a little bit of the sauce if you want a little kick, lime juice, and beef broth. Mix that up well and set aside. Use a beef chuck roast and cut it into large chunks. Then pour the sauce over the meat. Cover and let that cook on low for 6 to 8 hours. About an hour before the meat is done, cook up some cilantro lime rice. Make sure to rinse off your rice before cooking. This removes the surface starch, which can make your rice stick together and get gummy as it cooks. Put it into a strainer and rinse until the water runs clear. Add chicken stock, butter, garlic, salt, cumin, cilantro, lime zest, and lime juice. I like to use my rice cooker because I like how it cooks my rice and I can set it and forget it until the meal is ready. If you don't have a rice cooker, you can make the rice in a pot on the stove. For the tacos, let's make my favorite guacamole. Slice up 3 avocados, remove the pit and place in a bowl. Add some lime juice, which adds flavor and also helps the avocados from turning brown. Mash up the fruit and add garlic, salt, cumin, cayenne pepper, fresh diced tomatoes, half of a jalapeno diced, red onion, and cilantro. Mix that well and set aside. Break up some queso fresco. This will be the cheese we use for the tacos. Dice up a couple of Roma tomatoes. I like to use a serrated knife when cutting tomatoes. I find it makes it easier and more precise. When the meat is done, remove from the pot and shred the meat with 2 forks. Place the meat back into the pot to soak up more of that delicious sauce. I met up with Joseph and Joseph from Good and Basic. They grew this beautiful Hopi blue corn, dried it out, nixtamalized it using cement, like sidewalk cement, and the other using cal, or calcium hydroxide, and turned it into these beautiful corn tortillas. Check out their video and you can see how that whole process was done. Take the tortillas and place them on a baking sheet. Sprinkle on some Mexican blend cheese and place them under the broil for just a minute or 2. Doing this adds an extra flavor to the tacos. We do this to all of our tacos. Layer on some of that delicious tender meat, tomatoes, queso fresco, guacamole, fresh squeezed lime juice, and cilantro. As a meal, you can serve this up with cilantro rice, beans, chips, and fresh salsa on the side. This meal will make your next Taco Tuesday a fiesta. Now we are going to compare between the cement and the cal tortillas. Here we've made up 2 different tacos, one with the cal and one with the cement. We're gonna taste them to see if we can see the difference between the 2 flavors.
And also to see if we die.
If anything, it's just really good.
I just got this 3-stage kick of guacamole, and then the barbacoa, and then the tortilla, and that was amazing. That was amazing. They were literally one right after the other.
Because they were just done in your blender, so it still has that coarse texture to them, and so it just adds an extra dimension of flavor. It's really good.
I agree. It's a lot richer.
Harder to eat, but delicious.
Yeah, but you can't have tacos without a mess.
It's so true. If anything, I prefer the cement.
Which one was the cement?
The cement.
This one? I can taste more of the corn.
Really? Which one was that?
This one.
The cow. Okay. There's one of them that I taste the corn more. I've forgotten which one is which, but it sounds like it's probably the cow, where I taste the corn more.
The cement one, it almost, I don't know if you just did a different ratio of water, but it holds together better. But this one, I feel like with the cow, has more of the corn flavor.
I think the biggest difference that I'm noticing isn't so much the flavor as the texture.
I just
I'm
want to
kind
say
of in heaven right now.
that's one of the messiest tacos I've ever eaten, but it's also one of the most delicious tacos I've ever eaten. So
That barbacoa is incredibly good.
it is.
So cement in my right hand, cal in my left.
I can feel a difference in the texture, but this one's also a little thicker, so I don't know if that makes a difference. And this one seems more blue.
I am getting more. Cal is more flavorful.
That's interesting.
Who would have expected cement not to be flavorful?
I'm just impressed at the color. You know, the corn is blue, but you get hints of black and yellow and green and purple and blue.
One of the things that I find fascinating about tortillas and Mexican food in general is that you find traces of a culture that goes back hundreds of years. I mean, this is one of the few places where you can taste what America was like before Columbus.
So one of the cool things about corn is that it's actually not that difficult of a crop to grow. You can buy the seeds pretty easily. You can buy them online. You can buy them at a local nursery or other things. And then you plant the corn. You need to keep it very wet. But it's and you weed it, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's very high maintenance, and it takes about 60 to 90 days, depending on the breed of corn, to reach maturity from when you plant it.
So do you have to nixtamalize all corn?
No. So, and this is an important distinction, is that the reason why people got pellagra from eating non-nixtamalized corn is because there wasn't a lot of vitamin B in the diets anyway, and so you needed whatever vitamin B you could get, and they had a very corn central diet. And
Like corn only diet.
Yeah, so, but you know, in our modern diets, we were getting vitamin B from a ton of different sources. So if you eat non-nixtamalized corn, you are so fine. You're so fine. But it does sort of, if you nixtamalize the corn, it opens up more nutrition. Right. So.
Thank you to those who have subscribed. And below, I will leave the recipe for these amazing tacos. And I want to thank Good and Basic for joining me here on my show. I will also put a link down below where you can check out their awesome channel and all the fun things that they're constantly creating. We'll see you next time.